Hello everyone, welcome to GK Today. This is Arzu Kakkad. Let us have a look over today's important current affairs. But before starting, let me tell you that these questions are a part of your daily 20 MCQ series that you can get on GK Today Android application app. There are more than 500 plus questions available. Also, category wise questions are there, so you can refer to all these things on GK Today's Android app. Here is your first question. The question is talking about a report, that is Adaptation Gap Report 2022. So the question is simply asking you which institution released the Adaptation Gap Report 2022. The name of the institution is United Nations Environment Program. Option B is the correct answer, UNEP. The title of the report is Adaptation Gap Report 2022. Too little, too slow, climate adaptation failure puts world at risk. This report is also saying, this report basically is finding that, I hope you remember emission gap report. We have already covered emission gap report. Emission gap report, this report, adaptation gap report complements this emission gap report. We have done various questions where I have already talked about climate change, the agenda, and what steps we need to take, or what is the current scenario where we are leading to, right? We have covered it in detail with various questions. This report also says that world must urgently increase its efforts to adopt these impact of climate change. See, no doubt that we are working upon it, but we need to make sure that our steps are slow. We need to increase our efforts in this regard. And for this, the report lists the progress should be in planning, in financing, in implementing the adaptation actions. I hope that you remember the Paris Climate Accord. What is the goal of Paris Climate Accord? Do you remember? The goal is to limit the global warming below 2 degrees Celsius, or preferably 1.5 degrees Celsius. But this is this number we are not going to achieve if we are moving with this slow pace. So this is what this report mentions as well. Clear? Then moving to your next question. Please do have a look over this question, as the question is simply asking about Swachh Survekshan Grameen. The word here is very important. It is talking about Swachh Survekshan Grameen 2023 Toolkit. So the ministry that launched, which union ministry launched Swachh Survekshan Grameen 2023 Toolkit? It is Ministry of Jal Shakti. Option A is the correct answer. Now in this particular question, see, there are many things to revise, there are many things to learn. These 2 points are not just enough. So you have to listen to me very carefully, right? A disclaimer before starting. So basically, first thing foremost, if I talk about a session, that is Rural Wash Partnership, the way forward. So this session was held by, there was Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Jal Shakti held this session on the second day of 7th India Water Week. Now I expect that you all know about 7th India Water Week. Why I am saying so? Because I have already covered it. Now here comes your revision. I am simply giving you a glimpse of it, revising once again. 7th India Water Week is basically, it was from 1st of November to 5th of November, and Jal Shakti Ministry was there. So this Water Week talks about the importance of available water. What we covered, the theme of this Water Week. What is the theme of this Water Week? Water security for sustainable development with equity. This is the theme, right? Now coming back to this point, WASH stands for, as I'm talking about WASH partnership, so WASH stands for Water, Sanitation and Hygiene. Swachh Survekshan Grameen 2023 Toolkit 2023, you have covered which ministry is associated with this. Now coming to Swachh Survekshan, only Swachh Survekshan 2023. This is going to be the 8th edition, right? Please do remember that the theme of this Swachh Survekshan 2023 will be waste to wealth for garbage free cities, and the ministry that will be associated is Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. This Swachh Survekshan 2023, it is under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, right? So these are very important things. This Urban 2.0, it was launched on 1st of October 2021. The vision of Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 is garbage free cities. Are you getting my point? Are you able to link these things? These things are very important. Now, if we are talking about Swachh Survekshan 2023, what is so new in it? So this 2023, now the priority, our priority gets changed. Our priority now is RRR, reduce, reuse and recycle. Right, now there will be, for evaluation, it will be conducted in 4 phases. Earlier it used to be in 3 phases. Also, there will be weightage that will be given to source segregation at the source itself, right? Also, the wards in the cities, they will be ranked. Are you getting my point? So ranking will be there. This is all Swachh Survekshan. It is the world's largest urban sanitation and cleanliness survey, right? Are you getting my point? Which is under the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, right? It is a healthy competition, you can say, among the cities so that they can improve their performance on sanitation parameters. I hope these things are clear because they were very, very important. Clear? Then coming to your next question. The question is talking about Asian Development Bank recently approved how many $1 million loan? 350 million US dollar loan to improve road connectivity. Okay, but in which state? The state you have to tell. So Asian Development Bank approved 350 million US dollar loan to improve the road connectivity in Maharashtra. Option A is the correct answer. This project talks about connecting the underdeveloped rural communities. Are you getting my point? Connecting it with what? With more opportunities. Improving access to health, access to social services, improving agriculture value chain. So this is the purpose of this particular loan that they are taking, right? So the loan is 350 million US dollars, or you can say 2900 crore, given by, approved by which bank? ADB. Now if I talk about ADB, when was it established? In 1966. First thing foremost, where is the headquarter of this bank? Manila, Philippines. So basically, what is the purpose of this Asian Development Bank? To promote social and economic development. Where? In Asia and the Pacific, providing loans, technical assistance, grants, equity investment, so that you promote development, social development, economic development, focusing upon like healthcare sector, right? So these all are agriculture and allied sector. So sorry, overall social economic development, and the connecting economic clusters for inclusive growth in Maharashtra. This is the name of the project that will develop the state core road networks, right? Moving to the next question. Yes, please. What is the next question? When is National Cancer Awareness Day observed? Having any idea? 7th of November? Correct. This time it's easy because you are covering November month ke current affairs, a bit obvious. Option B is the right answer, but please do remember 7th of November is observed as National Cancer Awareness Day. Every year? Yes, every year. For what purpose? So as to highlight the risk of cancer. It was announced in September 2014. So this is the date that coincides with the birth anniversary of the Nobel laureate Marie Curie, whose contributions led to the development of radiotherapy for cancer treatment. So you can remember the name as well. Clear? Date, I hope that you now remember, 7th of November. Moving on to the next question. Who is the first recipient of the Kerala Jyothi award instituted by the Kerala state government? You have 4 options and they are talking about the first recipient of this award that is instituted by Kerala state government. 4 options are there. Now what do you think is the right answer of this question? Yes, please. Any idea? MT Vasudevan Nair. Option B is the correct answer. You can have a look over the personality who is basically named as the recipient of this particular award. He is a Malayalam author and also Jananpreet Laureate. He has been chosen for this award. This award is basically by the Kerala state government in the spirit of Padma Awards. So this award do what? This award recognize all the people who have made priceless contribution in the society. For recognizing this, their contribution to the society, this award is given, right? So please do remember, veteran writer MT Vasudevan Nair, right, is the recipient of this award given by Kerala state government. Moving to the next question, which institution launched the 4th edition of Innovations for You coffee table book? You have 4 options in front of you. The name of the institution that launched the 4th edition of Innovations for You coffee table book. The right answer of this question is yes, please. Are you going with Niti Aayog or National Innovation Foundation? Option A. Let us not talk about the wrong one. Niti Aayog is the correct answer. Let us have a look over it. First of all, I hope that you all know Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog launched the 4th edition of Innovations for You. This is the 4th edition. 4th edition basically features women entrepreneurs, right? So how startups are innovating and creating a sustainable future. So this particular series capture all that thing. As it is the 4th edition, there will be 3 earlier editions. First edition was focusing on healthcare sector. Second edition was focusing on agriculture and allied sector. And the third edition was focusing on transport and mobility. So this particular edition, these all editions showcase the entrepreneurs, their journey, they're working in different sectors, how they are coming up with the new innovative products, new innovative services, right? Just give me a minute. Yeah, so how they are coming up with the innovative solutions. This particular edition talks about all this to showcase their complete journey to create a sustainable future. Okay, a very interesting question. Which state hosted the Tokhu Emong Bird Count event? So this is an event, TEBC. Directly such type of questions can be asked. The name is Tokhu Emong Bird Count. So I think you can eliminate option A because in the map northeastern states are there. So the right answer of this question is Nagaland. Option B is the correct answer. Right, so Nagaland state hosted the Tokhu Emong Bird Count. You have to link it with one thing. We have already covered Amur falcons. Right, the bird species, a very beautiful one. Having its journey from let's say East Asia, Russia to the southern Africa. Meanwhile, this species obviously through this entire journey it will also take rest and it halts at Nagaland. Right, now these things are linked to it. If I talk about this edition Tokhu Emong Bird Count, this species also have its resting and takes a hold in Nagaland. Also, Nagaland is also famous for this Tokhu Emong Bird Count. This edition is a documentation even to list all the birds in the state, migratory birds, all the birds, right? So that is the case going beyond the Amur falcons, and it talks about the documentation of every things like that. Also, this term, if I'm talking about Tokhu Emong Bird Count, Tokhu Emong is also a post-harvest festival in Nagaland by Lotha Nagas. Right? Are you getting my point? Lotha Nagas basically they dominate Vokha forest division. And these Amur falcons, they also are there mostly seen in Vokha district. Vokha district, and these this festival is also celebrated by this community, the Lotha Naga. So they are there in the Vokha district. So there, the event also, this event, Tokhu Emong Bird Count, this event is organized in collaboration with Vokha Forest Division, Nagaland Forest Management Project and Bird Count India. So please do remember such things. Lotha Nagas is also community in Nagaland, and there is also a post-harvest festival to spread the awareness about the Nagaland bird diversity. So many things are associated with this. I hope now things are clear to you. Moving on to the next question. Yes, what do you think is the right answer of this question? As per a recent global study on snake bites, the number of deaths due to snake bites was the highest. In which country? In which country the number of deaths due to snake bites was the highest? None other than India. Option C is the correct answer. So it is in this study that is authored by the Global Burden of Diseases. Snake bite envenoming is the deadliest neglected tropical disease. And it has been found that over 63,000 people die across the world due to snake bites in 2019. And from this number, 51,000 or more, the number of deaths were highest in India. Right? So that is why India is the right answer here. Which state is the host of National Tribal Festival in 2022? Yes, please. Which state is the host of the National Tribal Festival in 2022? You have 4 options and the right answer is option B, Chhattisgarh. Right? So it has been recently hosted by Chhattisgarh's Raipur. The festival is attended by nearly 1 lakh people. Also, there were many like 1,500 dancers from across India, from countries like Egypt, Russia, Mozambique, Serbia, Maldives. It is organized by Tourism and Cultural Department of Chhattisgarh. National Tribal Festival, what it aims to? It aims to unite what? Unite all the tribal communities, providing them an opportunity to educate about their culture to everyone, right? So this first National Tribal Dance Festival was organized in 2019. Second was in 2021. Clear? Okay. Which institution releases the State of Food and Agriculture 2022 report? Which institution releases the State of Food and Agriculture 2022 report? You have time, take your time and let me know the answer in the comment section. No, in your minds. I'll tell you the answer, don't worry. So the right answer of this question is FAO. Option C is the correct answer. It was released by Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations. So this report aims to have what? It aims to provide access, a broad access, I would say, a broad access to a balanced science-based assessment of the critical issues in the field of food and agriculture. So basically, see, we have digital technologies. So this report looks at how this automation, this coming of digital technology can contribute to achieving these sustainable development goals, and it offers the recommendations to the policy maker how you can maximize the benefit, minimize the risk, right? So it also identifies the barriers towards the adoption of technologies, like financial constraints may be there, lack of digital literacy and enabling the infrastructure. This can also be one such barrier, right? So this report includes all this and provides an inclusive adoption to these things. Now if I'm talking about FAO, I hope you all are able to see FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, and this report is produced every year. It is released each year by FAO. Let us have a look over FAO. It was founded in 1945. India became a member on since 16th October 1945. It is a specialized agency of United Nations, right? That leads to all its effort against hunger. It receives its funding, 100% funding from its member countries. How many members are there? 195 members. So 194 countries and European Union. Got it? Clear? So here your important questions of today. The current affairs one are completed, but the session is not over yet. Let us have a look over your revision category. Yes, please. I hope you all are able to see the very first question. India celebrates National Engineers Day. When it is celebrated? 5th of September. To honor which famous personality? Please do tell me, and you please meanwhile think. M. Visvesvaraya is the famous personality. M. Visvesvaraya, India celebrates the Engineers Day on 15 September to honor the famous personality. Aaron Finch, who announced retirement from international cricket. Please do remember the player is related to which sport? Cricket. Is from which country? Australia. Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, who featured in the Google Doodle, was a famous singer. From which state? Assam. Chevalier is the famous award presented by which country? Which country? France. Right? Adulan Goswami, who recently passed away, was a famous writer. In which language? Assamese. Bhupender Singh, who recently passed away, was a famous personality in which field? Music. This is your homework. Next question. Raghurajpur, that was in news, is famous for which following types of paintings? Pattachitra. Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, who was a famous writer, in which language? Malayalam. Pranita Pushkaralu is a very famous festival celebrated in which state? Telangana. And Moskva, which was seen in news, is a famous warship of which country? Russia. Moving to the next category of questions, let us have a look over it. Now, what is the very first question? Please do let me know. Which Indian PSU signed Memorandum of Understanding with the Brazilian oil major Petrobras to diversify its crude oil sourcing? The right answer is BPCL. National Cadet Corps signed MOU with which institution to tackle the issue of plastic pollution? Yes, please, any idea? Any idea? Then you have to get an idea because it will be your homework. This is very easy. I'm giving you like two options, UNDP or UNEP, right? You have to tell now. This is a very big hint. And with this, you are getting this complete question as your homework because here I have given you a hint now to make things easy for you. India signed a memorandum of understanding with which African country on cooperation in the field of defense? Egypt. Which country has signed a formal memorandum of understanding to join Shanghai Cooperation Organization in 2023? Iran. PSU of which ministry recently signed MOU worth rupees 215 crore with the National Sports Development Fund? Power Ministry. Which is the first smart city to sign MOU for implementing a digital addressing system? The name is Indore. India has signed a memorandum of understanding with which country for the training of diplomats? Yes, please. Any guesses? Madagascar. Which state has signed a memorandum of understanding with IT major Dell to create enhanced cyber security practices? Karnataka. India signed a MOU with which country on mutual recognition of academic qualification? UK. India signed memorandum of understanding with which country to deepen the intergovernmental railway cooperation? Answer is Bangladesh. Moving to the next miscellaneous question. This question is asking about which two ministries have signed a memorandum of understanding for the promotion of one herb, one standard. This is your homework, but a hint is health ministry is there. You have to tell the other one. India recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which country on biodiversity conservation? So what do you think is the right answer of this question? Nepal. India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country on interim water of Kushiara River? Mauritius. India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country on cooperation? Cooperation in promoting MSME. Yes, please. Any idea? Any idea? That is Mauritius. So basically, see one thing. India recently signed this memorandum of understanding on biodiversity conservation with Nepal, and this memorandum of understanding on interim water of Kushiara River is Bangladesh. Sorry for this, it is Bangladesh, right? This is on cooperation in promoting the MSME is Mauritius. So there are different MOUs in which field you can remember in that particular way. Highway Authority, Waterways, Railways, they have signed a tri-party MOU for development of modern multi-modal logistic parks, under which scheme? Very famous Bharatmala Pariyojana. Which company has signed an MOU with the 3 northeastern states for oil palm cultivation? Godrej Agrovet, right? India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country to mutually recognize the certificates of competency of seafarers? Iran. Okay, so there is a memorandum of understanding that has been signed. Which Indian Defence Public Sector Unit has signed it to establish office in Kuala Lumpur? HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Under Ayush Grid project, Ayush Ministry has signed a MOU with which ministry? Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So with this, these are your 3 questions, and other questions I have given you as homework, and I expect all the answers in the comment section. So I, Arzu Kakkad, wish everybody a very best of luck. Happy learning everyone. Take care. Thank you.